Welcome to 100% LCFC. It's Ian again from the Leicester Riders. You're the commercial manager down here, aren't you, Ian?
I am, yeah. Welcome back, Phil.
Thank you very much for having us back down here. And obviously, it's a massive night tonight for the Leicester Riders. It's a big game for Leicester City tomorrow. And I know you're a fan of Leicester, commercial manager down here.
Yeah, back here on Sunday as well. So we've got 3 days of wonderful sport, haven't we?
It is. I'm looking forward to both Saturday and Sunday. Obviously, tonight the Riders are playing down at the Copper Box, aren't they?
Which is in Stratford, part of the Westfields complex, which was built for the Olympics as the handball facility. But now a number of teams play there, one of which is London Lions, who host the Riders tonight in the semi-finals of the playoffs. It's getting serious now, Phil.
It is. So the Riders are playing tonight. It's a two-legged affair. I take it as a straight points for points.
Yes, yeah. So, they play at 7:30 tonight, and the home game here is on Sunday. So let's suggesting that the Riders win by 4 tonight. If that turns out to be the case, then they need to either win or lose by less than 4 on Sunday.
Pretty standard stuff, like in a two-legged playoff. And I am going to put in the comments below, and I will tag in because I know there is a few tickets left. It is a semi-final, but there is a few fans to pick up.
Yeah, Sunday we anticipate near sell-out, but as we speak right now, with a couple of days to go, I think there's a couple of hundred tickets still for sale, which will be good.
And again, I'm not just plugging this because we're down here. I did come down myself, Ian, 2 weeks ago to watch when they played Worcester.
You loved it, didn't you?
It was absolutely fantastic. It's great family entertainment, and I'm not just saying that because I'm down here.
No.
It's about, I think Sunday it's 36 quid for a family of 4, 2 adults, 2 kids.
Yeah.
Intense atmosphere because it's such a tight, I think 2,500-3,000 fans down
2,450 capacity,
Lots of razzmatazz. I know my daughter in particular loved it, all the music.
It's important to keep the kids happy.
The cheerleaders were good, and the results are great. So
yeah, this is serious though, because the winners of this is semi-final, so the winners go to the final at the O2 Arena on 14th of May.
The following Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, which is pretty much almost sold out, 16,000 as well. So this is now serious. If you lose, your season's done. If you win, you go on to the O2 Arena.
So it's all or nothing this week for the Riders?
Pretty much this weekend, yeah.
Moving on to the football, which obviously we're playing Watford tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yesterday I met up with John Sinclair, and we had a good old chat down at the ground.
All right.
It seems a funny end of the season now because there's nothing to play for. First time in a few years, isn't it?
I think whilst one team can still catch us, 2 can't. So, but I think we're pretty much there now. I think the win at West Brom was a really important win, wasn't it?
Are you still feeling like the job's not quite done yet, Ian, for Leicester?
No, I think we're done. Mathematically, it's still just about possible. With quite
a lot of goals.
With quite a bizarre sequence of events got to happen for that to happen. But I think we're pretty much done now. I think we've got 4 home games left, 3 at home.
Yeah.
I think 2 of them are very winnable fixtures, Watford and Bournemouth. Yeah. I think we'll win 1, maybe 2 of those. And we've got Tottenham home, which is, they're challenging for the title, and we're away at Man City, where we don't normally get a great deal, do we, apart from the Championship season. So I think we're pretty much there now. But I'd like to finish 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th if we could in the mid-table area. So a lot of people said beginning of the season, if we're competitive in the Champions League and finish mid-table, they'll accept that. Maybe they wouldn't accept the route we've gone to get that way. It's been a bit up and down, hasn't it? But I think that'll be a successful season. And then we've got obviously big decisions to make. Where do the club go with the management? What about recruitment? What are the plans for next season? Can we kick on to challenge again for the Champions League? So there's a lot of unanswered questions over the course of this summer, haven't we?
I think, Ian, I'm going to come back in about 3 weeks when the season's done and have a proper chat with you on the closed season coming up for the football, Leicester City, because
Pleasure,
I totally agree with you that this summer, I think the question I'm going to ask you today, but don't answer it, is Shakespeare or big name coming in, players, does that nucleus of the team that's there stay and add, or is it sweeping changes?
I'll tell you the way I would go, which I don't necessarily think is the way the owners are going to go, Phil. I think Craig's been superb. I think on and off the field he's been great. I get most of his substitutions. I think his tactical changes in the Atletico game was superb. I think the way he altered the position last week was great as well. At West Ham he made some good decisions as well, which got us 2 away wins. I think Craig's a player's coach. The problem Craig is going to have is that modern management in the modern world is more than that. He's got to make big decisions about when to call time on people's career. When to call time on Robert Huth's career, for example. When to call time on Wes's career. And whilst I think he's an excellent coach and he's obviously got the ear of the players, he can motivate the group. I think we've seen that from 5 defeats to 5 wins after his.
Something happened, didn't it?
Yeah, I think the challenge for Craig is, can he be a proper manager in the sense that can he manage the recruitment process? Can he deal with sharks at the agents? Can he make the really big decisions on players? And I think that remains to be seen. I would appoint him. I'd give him a 3-year deal. I'd give him some help on the training ground. I'd give him a new coach to work with him, and I'd get him a a senior guy to sit alongside him who could help him with his recruitment, make sure a sounding board, if you like. It's quite a lonely place in management, isn't it? But I've got a feeling I don't think the owners are going to go that way.
Yeah, I'm wondering, big name maybe coming in.
Yeah, I think the worldwide profile that the club now enjoys all around the world, I think they've enjoyed that. Got every right to enjoy it because they've funded quite a bit of that. And obviously the Champions League adventure, I think they want a little bit more of that, Phil. And I think they're going to have a look round to see who's available. And obviously Craig will go back to being a number 2 if that's what he wants. I suspect he won't want to do that after having a taste of it. So that's this decision, Phil, I think could shape the next 5 years of our club's destiny.
Exactly the conversation I've been having with some of the other guys from 100% is I almost feel like we've hit the end of that phase. The Championship, the promotion, the escape, the
four unbelievable
the
seasons.
Champions League. Is it, it could be that's the end of that
Where
phase.
do we go from here?
Where do we go from here?
What direction are we going to take? We're the sort of proverbial crossroads, aren't we? I would stick with Craig. I think he's been very impressive in front of the media. I think he thinks about the game. He knows the game inside out. He knows the players. But is he the sort of guy who would attract the 2 world-class players that we possibly need to really kick on now, get established in the top half of the table? Can he do that? We shall see.
So we've hardly talked about Watford, which almost says because it is that sort of game tomorrow. Normally quite a good game against Watford. A few goals. What's your thoughts? Do you think?
Yeah, I think Watford come off the ball. I watched them the other night against Liverpool. They were never going to score, were they? To be fair, and I think they've done really well to get where they're at. I think they're at 38 points now, near 40. So I think they're not going to go down. I think they've done really well to establish themselves. But I think at the minute they're very beatable. I think they look a little bit fragile at the back, and they're on a bad run. And I anticipate Leicester winning this weekend.
Might be a chance for Leicester fans again to see Troy Deeney.
Yeah, I mean
he's rumoured for Leicester on and off, isn't he? I like him as a
me too. Just the sort of player that we need.
I think he would suit us.
He's a Slimani in the sense, but he's more Premiership savvy, isn't he? In a sense, he offers you the same things, but he's played 130 odd Premiership games now, and he's a high quality player. So if he were ever available, I'd love to see him here. But I think he's quite well looked after at Watford. He's a talisman, isn't he?
Yeah.
But you never know, do you?
Well, Watford tend to change their managers a little bit, don't they? And I think he could be there at the right thing, and he might fancy coming to Leicester. It is definitely.
Yeah.
I think nobody else is gambling on him, are they? Liverpool's not come in for him or anybody like that. So.
I thought we were poor at Watford. We conceded 2 very early goals, one inside the first minute, as I recall. And we were poor at Watford. And I think we've got to put that right as well. So I think we'll really tear into them tomorrow, and then take the 3 points. That'll really cement us, and then we can perhaps have a look at a couple of other bits and pieces in the last 3 games. Yeah,
like maybe have a little bit more of a look at Damari Gray, maybe a bit more of Chilwell.
Listen, Damari, we all know Damari. He's a high quality footballer, got great pace. He needs to improve his end product a little bit, but he's not going to get that until he has a regular run in the team, isn't he? And I think he might get a little bit frustrated. Riyad's had a strange season. He's a sublime footballer. We all know that, and he's not picked to continually track back and defend. He does it to the best of his ability, but he's not a natural tackler, is he? So, I think for the opportunity to show tremendous class that he does, maybe he hasn't shown that often enough this time round. So, I think maybe give Damari a couple of games at the end of the season to see what he can do. Let's keep him for next season. I think he can only improve next season, offer us more options.
I think you're right, Ian. Like I said, in a few weeks I'm going to come back down. We're going to have a 5-10 minute session just on Morez. We could have 5 or 10 minutes on Shakespeare.
Of course, Phil.
5 or 10 minutes on all these players because there's so many debates.
Yeah, we've got this young lad at Milton Keynes, Harvey Barnes. He's going to be a player, I understand.
End of the season, I think.
Yeah, I've got some good reports from him down. I've got some friends who live in that part of the world. He is an absolute quality footballer. At 19, he's going to be a player. We've got Tom Lawrence coming back.
Player of their season for Ipswich again.
And I think he'd be a really good addition to the squad. I don't know what's going on with him, but I think we should get him back. I think he's got 2 years of his contract to go, hasn't he? Get him back and let's have him part of the squad. And what I'm really pleased with, Phil, these pre-season games being announced at Burton and Milton Keynes.
Back to normal.
Absolutely, that's what we should have done before the Championship season, before the season after the Championship. So I'm going to go to pretty much all of those, and it's great that we're only an hour away from those sort of clubs. We get a normal pre-season, and we go into the season ready to go.
But swinging it back to the basketball, if you guys were invited by the Chicago Bulls, isn't it, and some of these big American,
I guess
you'd probably want to go and play it, wouldn't you? If they invited you over,
Yeah, but the consequences were not great, were they? We came into the season overcooked.
Yeah. We looked bad at Hull, didn't we? That very first 20 minutes, it was like, what on earth is going on?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's bring it back to the basketball.
Yeah.
big night tonight.
Yep. Down in
Hopefully
London.
the Riders on. I think, is it on the red button on?
Yeah, no, it's on BBC Sport webpage.
Sport.
On the website,
So you can catch it online.
Yeah. London are a very talented team, Phil.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
No, they've got some gifted BBL players, long-term. Rashad Hassan played here for a while. He's at our level. He's a great player. Zaire Taylor, wonderful point guard. They've got some big-time BBL players, and the problem London have had this season, they've been inconsistent. When they get it all together, they can beat anybody. But I think our Riders' defence has been wonderful all season, giving up an average of 73 points. If that happens tonight and on Sunday, then Riders will win. But Riders' defence has to come to the party.
Well, Riders have been consistent.
They have.
Did you go? Was it 17 unbeaten?
Yeah, 16 unbeaten.
Club record.
Club record.
50 years.
Unbelievable, yeah.
The 50th anniversary down for the Riders this season.
Yeah. 2 trophies in the bag with a possibility of a third.
A hat-trick.
Yeah, a treble, which is, in any sport, in any league, in any part of the world, is fantastic, Phil, isn't it?
So, I mean, I am going to say that again. There is a few tickets left. I'll put the link in the comments below. I'll put it into the main thing. It is top-level basketball down here, right on Belgrave Gate at Leicester Arena. Come down and watch it. Thanks, Ian, for joining us. I'll see you at the football tomorrow.
You're very kind, Phil, and I hope everybody enjoys a wonderful sporting weekend.
What a weekend. Thanks, Ian.
Cheers.